land where kings once ruled the known world, poets wrote verses that still echo through time, and revolutions redrew the map of the Middle East. Iran is not just in the news today. It's been at the center of world history for over 2,500 years. From ancient Persia to present-day Tehran, this is the story of a nation forged in empire, defined by resilience, and destined, perhaps, to be a voice for peace in a troubled world. Iran's historical legacy begins with the mighty Achaemenid Empire, founded by Cyrus the Great in the 6th century BCE. Stretching from the Balkans to the Indus Valley, it was the largest empire the world had ever seen. But Cyrus wasn't just a conqueror, he was a visionary. His Cyrus Cylinder is often called the world's first declaration of human rights, allowing freedom of religion and culture across his empire. Even today, Iranians remember him not just as a founder, but as a symbol of justice and leadership. Cyrus's successors, Darius I and Xerxes I, elevated Persia into a golden age of architecture, governance, and military might. Darius established a vast road system, a postal network, and a standardized currency. Under Xerxes, Persia clashed with Greece in famous battles like Thermopylae and Salamis, conflicts that shaped East and West for centuries. But beyond the battlefield, Persia was a center of learning, tolerance, and monumental art. The Persian Empire fell to Alexander the Great in 330 BCE, and Iran endured centuries of foreign domination. But the spirit of Persia wasn't extinguished. By the 3rd century CE, the Sassanid Empire emerged, reviving Zoroastrianism, sponsoring great advances in medicine, and once again challenging Rome for dominance. Their legacy would shape the culture and religion of Iran for generations, until a new faith swept across the deserts of Arabia and into Persia's heart. In the 7th century, Arab Muslim armies conquered Persia, introducing Islam and transforming Iranian society. Yet Persians didn't simply absorb the new religion, they enriched it. Persian scholars, poets, and scientists helped define the Islamic Golden Age. Cities like Nishapur and Isfahan became hubs of astronomy, philosophy, and art. Iran also retained its language and identity, giving birth to a uniquely Persian form of Islam, Shia Islam, which still defines the nation today. Few cultures can rival Iran's poetic and intellectual legacy. Rumi's spiritual verses, Hafez's lyrical odes, and Omar Khayyam's scientific brilliance made Persian one of the world's great literary languages. In universities and courts, Iranian thinkers pushed the boundaries of medicine, algebra, and optics. This cultural flowering created a civilization admired from China to Spain. In the 16th century, the Safavid dynasty united Iran under Shia Islam and established the borders of the modern Iranian state. Shah Abbas the Great turned Isfahan into a dazzling capital, full of domed mosques, bazaars, and bridges. Persian art, ceramics, and carpets became sought after worldwide. Iran stood tall as a sovereign, sophisticated power, distinct from its Ottoman and Mughal neighbors. In 1925, Reza Shah Pahlavi seized power, launching rapid modernization, railways, secular education, and banning traditional dress. His son, Mohammad Reza Shah, continued the reforms, but became increasingly autocratic. Backed by the CIA after a 1953 coup, removed the popular Prime Minister Mossadegh. The monarchy grew distant from the people, prioritizing Western alliances and oil profits over freedom and faith. By 1979, discontent exploded. Students, workers, clerics, and nationalists united in revolution. The Shah fled, and Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini returned from exile to lead the world's first modern Islamic theocracy. Women's rights were rolled back, religious law replaced secular codes, and Iran transformed overnight into a symbol of resistance and repression. Later that year, Iranian students stormed the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, taking 52 Americans hostage for 444 days. The world watched in shock. Iran became isolated, sanctioned, and feared, its revolution now a permanent rupture in global politics. This period marked the beginning of decades of mistrust between Iran and the West. From 1980 to 1988, Iran fought a brutal war with Saddam Hussein's Iraq, costing 1 million lives. The Islamic Republic survived, but at enormous cost. In the 2000s, suspicions over Iran's nuclear program escalated tensions with the US, Israel, and Europe. Sanctions intensified, further straining Iran's economy and stoking nationalist pride. Despite repression, millions of Iranians, especially youth and women, have demanded change. The 2009 Green Movement, anti-corruption protests, and women's rights campaigns have shaken the regime. Artists, filmmakers, and scholars continue to push boundaries, sharing Iranian culture and struggles with the world. Despite censorship, and risk. Iran today is a paradox, a theocracy with a passionate, often rebellious younger generation, a land of ancient traditions and modern innovation, a state defiant on the world stage, yet deeply divided at home. While regional conflicts and authoritarian rule persist, so too does the dream of a freer, more open Iran. From Persepolis to protests, from poetry to politics, Iran is a nation that refuses to be forgotten or defined by others. It has shaped the world in profound ways and may yet shape it again. Thomas Jefferson once said that liberty is the natural condition of mankind. Perhaps Iran, with its rich past and resilient people, can lead not in war or ideology, but in showing that even a country torn by struggle can be reborn in peace. Thanks for walking with us through the footprints of history. If you found this journey through Iran's story enlightening, subscribe and join us again as we uncover the untold, the unforgettable, and the unfinished stories of our world.